Nice to meet you, Salma. Can I take this out?
Yes.
Great. So you've got lovely hair. What do you want to do with it today?
It's kind of overgrown a little bit. It really gets messy and it's quite heavy and it's not very easy to manage. So
And do you find it crowds you as well?
yeah,
Yeah.
it sort of falls onto my face all the time and difficult to manage, and it's a bit wiry at them as well. So,
Okay.
with the colour.
Yeah, and there's a lot of length here at the back as well. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of length. There are a lot of layers already. Do you have these layers put in to sort of lighten things up? Is that the idea, so that it doesn't pull you down?
That's right, yeah.
Okay. Is there a specific problem you want to solve with your hair?
I've got a bit of an issue at the top here, at the crown. When I put it up, it doesn't quite sit right.
Do you normally part it here, kind of
Yeah.
off centre? Yeah, it seems to be where your hair wants to part. And it does it very nicely. Your crown is all the way over here. So that might be what you're experiencing, is you have a parting here, but actually your hair divides naturally there. And then you have another crown here. So you have a double crown.
Right.
So I think that could be part of it. But I don't see that as affecting the way that your hair is sitting on top here. It seems to part, nicely and naturally. It's always worth playing around and seeing what happens if you do something else. First thing we can do is we can sharpen the parting up and see if that helps. I rather like that.
Yeah.
I think that looks really good. I think that makes your hair look more definitive.
Nice.
The way that it's parting here now, it's sleeker, suddenly no longer crowding your face.
Yeah.
This is sitting across, it's holding, and it's not too high on top here. And I think the way that your hair was presenting at the beginning was that it's moving, but it's then just dropping forward.
Yeah.
And I think for you to go sleeker is a better option. So I think putting a strong parting in like that, and then combing your hair flat through here makes that sit so much better. We see your eyes now. Before your eyes were crowded by your hair,
Nice.
whereas actually now that sits much better.
Yeah.
So for you, I think a sleeker look, as far as this area is concerned, is the best thing for you. And then luckily you've got all this wonderful hair here, so it doesn't mean that your hair becomes severe. It can be sleek, and then you can have these lovely waves coming through there. Before we move away from partings, have you ever tried a different parting?
I've tried a middle parting before, and that actually looked quite good.
Did it? Let's have a look.
But it's not my natural sort of go-to.
Okay. Yeah, you sort of have to put it in yourself, don't you? Your hair doesn't naturally want to go there. How does that make you feel?
I think that's quite nice, actually. It looks better.
I agree.
And it frames the face better as well.
It does. This comes in slightly more here. I think when the parting is more off-centre, that sits backwards better. That's the only difference I see. And then this side does look a little fuller. But when we go in the middle, it does look more balanced, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Super. Okay. So my diagnosis for you is, Dr. Greg says, wear your hair sleeker through here, and don't worry about getting volume in there, because the moment you put volume in there, and your hair naturally does want to lift, doesn't it? But when you lift it, it then flops forward and it crowds you. Whereas if you wear it sleeker, actually you get a much better look. And then it's a question of what we do with the rest of your hair here. Your short layers up here, I would grow them out. They're not really doing anything. They're sort of hanging out in the middle space here. I would grow these through. And what I would do today is I would take something away from this area here in order to create a much more sort of homogenized shape, so that your hair swings through and then opens out through here. And I think that will make your hair feel and work better. How does that sound as a...
Sounds great.
I've said a lot.
You can be as creative as you want to.
Okay, terrific. So I've cut the length now and shaped things up a little bit. And the way your hair is sitting now, Salma, is basically the way I would suggest you wear your hair. Quite sleek, that sense of a drop from here through to here, at which point then your hair starts to open out. And you can go any length you want with your hair. If you want to grow it much, much longer, you can do that. But I think this sleek, you know, widening look here around the face works much better for you.
Great.
How does it feel?
Much better, a lot lighter, and yeah, it looks a lot better.
Good, good. This area here, I haven't cut much at all. I've just skimmed the edges, but the idea is for it to grow through. When you style your hair, what's your method?
I don't really have one. I just blow dry it, and yeah.
So you just rough dry it with a hairdryer?
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you use a brush?
I comb it through first.
Okay.
To untangle it.
Okay.
And then, not really, it depends on time,
Yeah.
if I have time to use a brush. But
Okay.
I don't all the time.
I think the good thing about your hair is it doesn't require that much because you don't need to put much into it. It's a case of just smoothing it out. So I'm going to dry it with the dryer using a flat brush to begin with. We'll see where that takes us. And it could be that we just take a round brush and just maybe polish a few ends here and there. Okay. But I think less is more when it comes to styling your hair.
Right.
Product-wise, in order to protect your hair from heat and to keep it well lubricated, I'm going to use this product called One United by Redken. It's a leave-in spray conditioner.
Right.
It's very lightweight and it just disappears into your hair, but it gives it the sort of protection it needs.
Great.
So I'm just going to spray this through like that.
And the main thing is frizzing, you know, at the top. I get a lot of frizzing.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah. Where it's dyed, especially. You know,
yes. This product should give you everything you need in terms of protection against frizz without weighing it down. You can use it pretty liberally, which it means you can lift up underneath and really get it into the hairline as well. And you've got some quite sort of frizzy bits around the edges here. If you just spray the product into your hand and just smear it onto those areas, it's a great way to help control the uncontrollable. I'm going to use a vent brush because it has vents in it which allows the air to circulate.
Oh, right.
And I'm going to blow dry your hair downwards. Your hair is not curly, but it's straight with a movement and a little bit of texture, you know, that frizzing element.
Yeah.
So you want to sort of focus on that when you're drying it.
Okay.
So, and that will detangle it all at the same time. They also call this wrap drying, you know, where you're just sort of wrapping the hair around the head.
Right.
And you can bring it forwards and backwards and in different directions. But the point is to just sort of tug it out a little bit. And you can see already as it's starting to dry, it just has a nice softness to it. Go yourself on working on this side.
Okay.
So my suggestion is to hold your hairdryer over, so maybe with your left hand, so that you can use the airflow to push your hair downwards.
Okay. Just straight down?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And you know, you can go sort of backwards and forwards, you know, you can sort of move it around a bit. But the point is not to be trying to lift it. Yeah. It's smoothing out.
Yeah.
So I think as far as this area is concerned, you've got it the way you want it to be. Well done. I mean, that's not bad, actually.
It looks great.
You know, you could sort of present quite well, just like that. And if you want this area to just be a little bit wavy as it is, you just let that dry naturally and you'll get a nice little sort of wiggle through there.
Okay.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to just grab a round brush and show you how to just smoothen these areas out a bit more. So when you are doing focused smoothing with a round brush, you'll want to add a concentrator nozzle to your hairdryer, and that will just narrow the airflow and give you more precision.
I find it quite difficult to use those brushes.
Do you?
Yeah, I just find they get stuck into my, you know, they get stuck in the hair and I can't get them back out again.
Have you ever tried something like a Dyson Airwrap or anything like that?
No.
Okay, I have a suggestion for you. I'm going to offer you a sort of like a one-handed solution. So this is called the Dreame. It's a little bit like the Dyson Airwrap, which is the hairdryer is in the handle. And it pushes hot air out this way, and then you add the brush attachment, and you can just work your hair through without having to wield the hairdryer at the same time. And it has quite a few attachments. It has a flat brush attachment as well. If you want to smoothen your hair out, with just one unit, this makes things so much easier.
Yeah, that is. It's a great...
Yeah. And you just do that. And look how your hair just opens out.
Yeah.
Like that. That's rather good. I would suggest hold the units with your left hand. You're going to take the brush like this, and you're going to use your right hand to control the hair so that it doesn't blow away. So just push it on there, and then very, very slowly run it through. Yeah, and it's almost like you're turning it that way. Yes.
Turning it up.
Yeah. And then you'll create a little bend in your hair. I'm going to just go through it once for you.
Yeah.
To give you another. So I'm holding the hair out a little bit. In with a brush. Down we go. And it's like you're curving the hair around the brush just a little bit.
Okay. The flick.
That's terrific. You got that. And you've got that. And then underneath here, we'll take this off and we'll move on to the round brush. So for these areas, what you would need to do is use your free hand to hold your hair.
Yeah.
Tuck in. The great thing about this device is it's not very hot. I don't know if you can, how does the heat feel to you?
It's fine, yeah.
Yeah, it feels comfortable.
Absolutely.
Not like it's about to overheat. Good. So it means you can just run the device slowly through each section to gently smoothen it out. And you can use your hand to just hold the hair in place.
Yeah.
And through it comes. Like that. And then you get that nice flourish at the ends. And the degree to which you want the ends to curl is up to you. We can go through that again and make it straighter, or we can leave it with a bit of a curl.
Yeah.
Which would you prefer?
I think it's nice with the curl. Yeah.
Okay, let's leave it there. So the only section where I'd suggest maybe you do bring it up a little bit, Salma, is just on the crown here, which we're doing last. Come behind with the device, and that will just give you a little bit of lift on the crown, which is always nice, you know, even when you do wear your hair in a middle parting. It's just nice to get a little bit of a bump on the crown there. And there we have it.
It looks great.
How do you feel?
It looks fantastic, really nice, yeah.
Terrific.
Love it.
I'm so pleased that we found a balance that works for you.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you. I love it.
You're very welcome.